know it's like mirror image for you, but it says, sometimes you forget that you're awesome. So this is your reminder. I want to remind everybody how awesome you are, how wonderful you are. I was going to do a live earlier this afternoon, but as life has it, it's quite busy. This morning I helped my parents with some things, and then I had to go pick up my daughter from work in the afternoon and go back over to my parents and help them do some more things. Then went to the store, and then I just got done with dinner. It's been a busy afternoon. It's been a busy day. It's the first time I got a chance to get on YouTube and do a live all day. Um, but I do want to show you my friend here. Oh, the kerchief fell down. Okay, it wants to fall down and stay down. But this is the little kerchief I made. And it wants to stay down for some reason. And then here is that same pattern, but I extended it to make a shawl. And I think it came out rather nice. I did make it so that it was more like a little, I just decided I just picked out whatever yarns I wanted and just kind of grabbed and pulled and put it together. That's really pretty. I think it came out rather nice. And I did get to catch here and there a couple of parts of people's lives today because I was busy. Same thing over the weekend. I have a lot of things going on right now, as I'm sure a lot of other people do. So I try to come on when I can, and I apologize. I haven't been in a while. Um, but I want to say welcome to any new subscribers, and welcome to subscribers I already have. And I wish you all a very wonderful Wednesday. Um, Something I am working on, and hopefully size wise, this will turn out better. And I looked it up to see if it's still out there, and it is. I am making a two-tone crochet top, making it a size medium, and the website is allfreecrochet.com. And good all free crochet, it's all one and all lowercase.com. And then you go in the search bar, you look up two-tone crochet top, and it's still there. It still has, this is, and it's got the same directions and everything. It's off, but in the picture, it's like an aquamarine blue on the bottom and a white on the top. Well, I'm making mine white with navy blue on the bottom. So right now I'm still working on the very bottom part, and I have to make that twice, and then I still have to make the white part. And then it's got, the only thing different was in this version, it gave directions on how to make the sleeves, and I did not see directions on how to make the sleeves. And it was, strangely enough, for the shirt, it's crochet, but the sleeves, it has like I think it's supposed to be like a knitted pattern, so it's a combination of crochet and meets knit, which I think is unique, but I don't knit. But I did look up on the YouTube lace wave stitch and crochet, Bag O Day Crochet does have a pattern for that, so I'll use that for the sleeves when I get to that section, when I get to that part. So that's exciting. I will show you. Oh my gosh. Now it looks really wide, but when I made the small part, it looked like it'd be really snug. So I wanted to make sure that it would go, completely around me because I'm a medium. Need the other part. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, there's that. And then I am also, if I need it, I kicked up some of this navy blue. And then I still had in my stash in my basket some of this premium, 100% premium acrylic from Karen. But not really sure how old this is. But it says Classic Navy. Karen Knit and Crochet Premium Acrylic 100%. 3 ounces. But you can tell there's no dye. It says no dye lot on there. And I also have from another thrift store some of this navy blue if I need it. Then for the white, also from the same basket, some Karen Knit and Crochet 100% DuPont acrylic in this white. This is a white. (0001) white. Those must have been like their very first white that they made. But I'm going to use that also for the white part of my shirt. I mean, it's a simple t-shirt design, but I am using up my thrift store yarn, which you want to make something with all the things, then use thrift store yarn because it's just as usable to make all the things. So there's that. I'm sorry, but somebody is annoying me right now. Hi, Antonio. You love some blue too, huh? I like all the colors. Now, I won't say that. There are some colors that are a little hard to work with because you can't see. I can actually see the stitches in that navy blue when I'm working on it. Once or twice I have worked with black yarn, and that's a little harder to see. Oh, don't be paranoid about thrift store yarn. No, I've never had a problem with it. People are afraid there might be bugs. I've heard some people say, nope, that's never happened to me. No. And even if there is something that has like a little bit, like I said, like I said before in previous videos, people like me take that, and we use it to make something completely different. Like when I made this shawl and made the kerchief. They're the same pattern. You just take this kerchief and just keep going, and then it makes the shawl. I have also made for my family a multiple of items. I have shared some things where I took a hat and it came out a little big, so then I turned it into a bag. Oh, thank you, Antonio. I like the colors too. It's all thrift store yarn. The only one that actually wasn't thrift store yarn. Was this? You gotta move my kerchief out of the way. Where these bright colors are. This pink and yellow and this green. There's a little bit of purple here. That actually came from some yarn that I used for another project that I bought at Walmart. But I usually will buy from thrift stores and garage and yard sales first before I go to Walmart, and then I go to thrift stores and garage and yard sales. Then my next step would be like a Walmart. If I don't go to Dollar Tree first, Dollar Tree still in my area, they still have the little skeins of yarn. Um, most of them are acrylic, but there are some that are the cottons, which I don't mind. And occasionally, I will go to. I'm sorry, my brain just lost it. I had it in my head all set, and then I just. Ever do that? You're talking about something, and all of a sudden your mind just goes blank, and you're just like, ah! Hi, Michael. Um. Oh, and I also like to go. I will go to Joann's. And I go to Joann's before I would go to Hobby Lobby, and I would go to Hobby Lobby before I would ever go to a Michael's. But that's because Joann's and Hobby Lobby are closer to me than Michael's is, as far as distance. And oh, Ollie's. That's what I was thinking of earlier. Ollie's. I can find yarn at Ollie's, although lately at Ollie, and I have seen yarn at Ollie's, there's always been just light blue skeins, which I just think is rather weird. And then, and then also what I just think is a weird place to find yarn occasionally is an Aldi's. If you have an Aldi's in your area, sometimes I find occasion, I don't go there very often, but when I do, sometimes I will find yarn. I mean, like regular skeins of yarn there. I don't know, but I just think that's a very strange place to find yarn because usually it's just a grocery store. Um, but those are some interesting ideas. Oh, something I also that I am working on. Where'd it go? When I get done, like these crochet surprise, some of these have more than one. They're the same project, but they have it in more than one color. For instance, in a previous box that I made a long time ago, it had these white and it's like a pinky reddish colored one, wooden circles, so you can hang them up. And I have never used them since because I mean, they're made out of cotton, and they are like a pot holder, but they're just so nice looking. I just could not bear for them to be used. So, and then I've still got the destructions, as my dad would say. So if I ever want to make them again, I can. But I think next month I will. Right now, everybody, I am trying. Okay, I do everything on my phone. Okay. Well, it's a little hard to hold onto a phone and crochet at the same time. I mean, that's just not going to happen. But at least not for a way for something to hold it and me be able to see and no. So I'm going to try to get some kind of selfie stick if they're still around, or some kind of arm thing to hold the to hold the phone so I can have the camera over my hands and crochet at the same time, because a lot of these, like I said, will have the same project but different colors. And this next box, I'm starting to work on the headband. Yeah, it's called a Katuna headband. And it, they gave me two different colors. It's purple, which is it just call it purple? No, they call it grape raisin. And this other color is called aquamarine. So after I get done making this purple one, I want to do a tutorial using the aquamarine and have this headband on my mannequin for me so you know what that looks like. And I want to do the same with the others. And I will tell you about all of the instructions. But first, like I said, I need to get like one of the, I saw in Walmart, they have a couple of different arm things. I'm like selfie sticks. So, and so I can, that way you can hold it. I don't know. I still got to do that. I'm so new at this, so I apologize. But I try my best, especially since I'm brand new at all of this. And I needs to be able to hook onto the table or my desk or the table. My daughter's friend had suggested maybe putting it over your shoulder. I don't know. I'm gonna have to figure out something. Um, I have seen the one that's around your neck. Somebody, and I just missed who said that. Um, oh, Michael had this thing that he puts. Yeah. I think Nancy, she's got yarn. She has one that she wears around her neck. I've seen her with it, and then she puts the phone like right here, and then she does that. I have seen that. Thank you, Antonio. Um, oh, and I will show again my water. My daughter's got me this as well as some bath stuff, but it says, sometimes you forget you're awesome. So this is your reminder. And you know what? Sometimes I do need to remember this. And I love having things like this. Um, Sometimes I do need that reminder. I'm a little thirsty. I'm gonna have me some tea. Well, actually it's half and half lemonade, half tea. It's like, ever since this kind of thing got invented, it's like my favorite kind of tea to drink. Like even when I'm at work, we have you can mix tea. They have fountain drinks where tea and lemonade, and I'm always mixing them both because that's the only way I would drink tea now. If it's flavored or it's mixed with lemonade. Which is weird because before that there was just tea. I mean, you could still drink tea by itself, but I'm trying to start depleting myself of pop and start drinking tea. That way, I still have the caffeine because my doctor wants me to cut out caffeine and wants me to cut out sugar, and so now I gotta start decreasing a little bit at a time so I don't give myself a migraine. Because I've tried quitting pop like 3 different times in my life, and I could not handle the migraines. I mean, the migraines were horrible. So, baby steps. Baby steps. Um, let's see what else. I know there's one of the podcasters, so to speak, is going to be having their live coming up here shortly. I think at 8:30. I'm just trying to do a real short live. But no, this is not my first one. This is about my third or fourth one. My last two were like about an hour or so long. Um, but I don't. I need moderators to help me. Um, that would be nice. Somebody told me once how to do it, but I want to make sure somebody would. Oh, that's okay. They should be on. They should be on my. I can't think of the wording. I'm sorry. I'm telling you what this. But they should be on my playlist. They should be out there. Everything that all my little video. I've done shorts. I have done some smaller videos, some other videos that are about an hour long, talking about some projects and some things coming up. And I have done a couple of lives before this. So just go looking for them. I mean, I've only got, um, I think it was around like 140 subscribers right now, which is not much compared to everybody else. But gotta start somewhere. But I love going to the thrift stores, buying my yarn and making projects with them. Um, I enjoy crochet very much. I also like to loom knit. I have on my S loom. I can't. My S loom is way back here. I have a blanket that's almost finished. Big purple, all different shades of purple. Um, yes, I am. I'm always happy doing it. Ola Joe! Ola Joe, I love you. Thank you for that small little shout out. No, it meant a lot to me. Even if you just said, hey, there's Thrifty Crocheter. Even that was enough to make me smile. Thank you, Ola Joe. And I always love your little. You have a phrase that you like. You're always like, catch it, and I love that phrase. Catch it. um, you are just the neatest person in the world. You are so cool. Um, and your yarns. Oh, Jill, I love your yarns. Another thing that I always try. One thing I always try. One thing I always try to do on my whether it's on a live or a video that I have pre-recorded. Every once in a while, I do like to do shout outs. I love to do shout outs on people. Case in point, hello Joe. I have done shout outs by, I did a huge list of people that do lives. I had a huge list of like 20 people. I'm not kidding. Um, I I'm not going to rush through everything, but I did a list of the people that are doing the what I call the Boggy Creek blankets, which will be coming up in like August. I have listed a bunch of them that I was watching. I actually gave like a list of people that I watch. Um, oh, I gave a list of people. Oh, there were some new guys that I did. Well, they were new to me. I don't know if they were new on YouTube streets, but I gave a list of new guys that were on there. The Boggy Brigade. I gave a short little list of people that, because there are some people out there that do markets, like they crochet things and put them on to market. So I've done that, and I've also given a whole list of those that they have other crafts that they do besides crochet, because there was quite a list of those. Um, I just like to give shout outs because in this community, we're supposed to be uh, lifting each other up and being there for everybody and not putting anybody else down, and supposed to include everybody. Um, I'm not at the point where I could get monetized, but even if I got to that point, I don't I don't want to do memberships because not everybody can afford memberships. And like, you see, with me, like somebody else had once said in their own videos, the reason they don't buy memberships is because then they feel like if they buy one membership, then they have to buy everybody's memberships. And unfortunately, that's probably something that would happen to. And I'm the same way. If I bought one person's membership, then I have to buy everybody else's, and they all add up. I mean, they may seem, not very expensive just for one person's membership, but when you buy everybody else's memberships, that adds up really fast. And not everybody has deep pockets, so especially when you have families to take care of. Um, I have done a couple of videos of showing the yarns that I have purchased. I do need to go shop. Well, I don't need to. I want to. Not how we all are. We don't always need to go shopping for yarn. We just want to go shopping for yarn. Do need to go. I should go check out maybe next week. And if I have time, I will go running through three chats. That's okay. Um, I did that, this morning. There's these two ladies that every morning they get together and have a live, and sometimes I flip flop between their two channels and give them both a thumbs up on their channels. Um, and I say hi on both their channels, and they appreciate that. I should write this down. There's about at least two, three, about two or three different channels that besides their crocheting, they also will give a devotional in their videos, whether it's a live or a pre-recorded. Sometimes they put a devotional in there, and as a person who goes to church, I fully appreciate that. I really do. It's just a neat way to share your belief without putting it, as some people say, putting it down their throats. It's just kind of a neat little way to do it. Um, so yes, I heard somebody had taken. I saw part of Mrs. C's video where she was saying that somebody took his horse of a different color. I could not believe that, and like the mail came to her with her or to him or something like that with nothing in it, and I was just like, what? I just could not believe that somebody would do that. Um, and I love Mrs. C to death, like everybody else does. I mean, she's kind of like a second grandma to a lot of people, and she's just a sweet, sweet lady. One of her lives not too long ago, she actually, I was telling her like buy yarn from thrift stores. She asked everybody where they get their yarns from, and she actually offered yarn, and I told her, and then in a later video, I had said that I didn't want here on YouTube expecting people to shower me with yarn and with gifts like some podcasters. It's like, because this particular podcaster said, I'll scratch your back if you scratch mine. And the way this person was looking at the cameras, like they were looking directly at, I felt like they were directly looking at me. And it's like, no. And it's like, this person seems to only be friends with you, and shout you out only if you shower this person with crocheted items and stuffed animals and buy them yarn, and that's not right. Um, that's not the way to do it. I mean, that's my opinion. Like it or not, but that's my opinion. Um, you can be friends without buying them stuff. I mean that's all nice and well, but when I can no. Because then I feel like I'm using them, and I don't want to. I don't want to. I don't want to use people that way. Because that's just no. Hola, Joe. Yeah, you know what? The kid in me still likes to get ice cream from the ice cream truck too. Unfortunately, our edition never gets an ice cream truck. I don't think I've ever seen an ice cream truck come through our housing edition, and I don't know why ice cream trucks don't go through housing editions. They should. They should. There's plenty of kids there who would love ice cream. I don't know if it. I don't know if it. I don't know what the. There must be some kind of law thing that they can't do that. I don't know. Um. Yeah, friendship shouldn't come with a price tag. Yeah, that is definitely for sure. Um. But yep, just some little things I wanted to tell you about. Um, one of the things I'm gonna knock my own phone over. Something that I had found. Speaking of devotional, something I had found, and when I went and got some yarn from a rummage sale, was this, and I keep it on my desk, and it came with this little thing. I'll read it to you. And it's just a little swatch, but it's a cross. I think they used, I can't tell if they're singles or doubles, and then there's like just bobbles to make the cross. But anyway, this small swatch of yarn has been woven with prayers. As you hold this swatch in your hand, may you feel God's strength, love, and peace flow, and know that He holds you in His hands. May God bless and comfort you in time of need and give you peace. I really like that. One day I'm going to figure out how to make that because I don't have, it didn't come with instructions, and I'm not very good with graphs. So one day when I've got enough patience in my mind, I'm going to sit there and look at it and go, okay, how many? I'm going to figure out how many stitches they made across and how many to win, and figure out how they did the. But I think that is neat. And okay, Ojo says she'll be right back. Thank you. What am I going to be working on next? Well, one of the things I'm working on, and I can only tell you that I am working on it, is for the hooker versus hooker. Now, I cannot tell you what I'm making. I can't tell you this much. Lala from Mimi's Crochet and Farming and Jan the Alaskan Crafter, once a month, they put out this contest where they are going against another podcaster and a subscriber. And each month it's a different project, and they have to use solid colors, and the least amount is two, and the most colors can be used is five. And completely the other different set of podcasters are the ones who choose the color and the project. Like last month, it was amigurumi, and uh, Juan the Yard Addict was the podcaster, and he won, and he made this humongous dragon. Um, and I'm in it this month. And for May, and we're getting judged in June 1st, we have to make a baby item. Now, it doesn't matter what that baby item is, but you have to make a baby item, we were told. And the colors that we were to use, well, it was only three, and the three colors were green, white, and yellow. Um, and so the thing is that you are, when you go on your, and when you do your make your videos, you're allowed to say that you're in it, and you're allowed to say what yarns you are using in your project, but you're not allowed to tell what you are making, and you're not allowed to show what you are making until afterwards, until after the judging is over and everything is all over with. Then you can show it off, but you can't show it until then. So that's why I can't do that. Like I said, like I showed you a minute ago, I am working for myself the two-tone crochet top that you can, and you could still get the directions on how to do that on allfreecrochet.com. And I'm making it, the bottom part's going to be navy blue and the top part will be white. And it's just basically double crochets on the bottom, just all double crochets. And the top part's going to have like V stitches. And then the sleeves, what was it, a wave? Yeah, lace wave stitch. So that's going to be a really pretty top. But go to All Free Crochet, it's all one thing, allfreecrochet.com, and look up two-tone crochet top, and it'll be in there. But it's just a cute little like t-shirt style shirt. You can use any colors that you want, and it gives all the instructions. So I'm making that for myself. And I've showed you the shawl. Miss Ola Jo, where's her kerchief keeps falling down. I still need to sew the button on to keep it on her. This is by the way, her name is Karen Hirschner. I named her after two different yarns. But here's the back. It's basically this kerchief. Woo, she wants to fall over. You take this kerchief and it's use that same exact pattern, but then you just keep it going and then you make it into a shawl. It's very, very simple. Very, very simple. Oh my goodness. I have to look it up in my note. I have that in my notebook. Oh, love my notebook I made years ago. Hookers, whips, chains. Those are things that we all like to use, don't? Now my bookmark. Okay, there it is. I put my bookmark back in my project that I'm presently making. I can't remember if this was. I had made a bunch of copies out of books and put them in a notebook, and because that way I could have a project book. At the time when I was first starting to crochet, because there were a lot of projects and library books that I liked. Oh, yep, they did come from a book. They had some creative options with it, with the kerchief. The yarn you choose makes all the difference in the look and feel of these kerchiefs. A soft metallic yarn is dressy, and a natural linen or cotton is perfect for the beach. Just keep going and make a great shawl or cover up by continuing the pattern until the piece is as large as you like. And these kerchiefs beg to be embellished. Add beaded trims, ribbons, or even buttons to personalize your kerchief. Sew trims to the front edge for maximum impact. Like it showed on there, on here they added a tassel to it. So I'm thinking about doing with the shawl is adding a tassel to each of the three corners. It was just they were both a quick little project. Sometimes you need a quick project in between major projects. So those were by quick little projects. And then which probably I won't make until it gets closer to winter. That same book, there's a scarf, and for their creative options, choose medium or dark, solid, tweed, or neutral toned items to make scarves for all men in your life. Spice up your scarf with bright, hot colors to add some sizzle to winter weather. Go for cozy comfort with a soft, fluffy yarn. Don't use super fluffy yarn or you'll be hard to see stitches while you're working. Add fringe to the ends and sew on chunky beads for extra style. I think it's neat that they've got some creative options with projects. I think that is just really, really neat idea. That's really helps spice up how you do that same project by doing it differently. That's some people just take for granted. You could take any old project and spice it up and make it turn it into something else. I have showed this before. I will show this again really quick. A local bookstore in town is called Half Price Books. And this particular book has both knit and crochet, and I have found that knit and crochet books, they're 90% knit and 10% crochet. Vintage Knits, 25 knitting and crochet patterns refashioned for today. Okay. I don't know how to flip the camera for that. But it has tons of projects. And what is so cool is that they will show, like these hats here. Here's the old version. Okay. This is just for an example. Then it will give like the new version. And it gives, of course, it gives all the instructions on the type of yarn to use and the stitching and whether it's knit or crocheted. But yeah, old is, you can always make old into new. Always. You just have to use your brain. You gotta use your brain and just transform it into something else. It's that easy. All right. I want to wish everybody a very, very wonderful day. No, it's not Karen, it's Caron, Hirschner. Her name is Karen Hirschner. Just like the Karen yarn and the Hirschner yarn. Karen Hirschner. My daughter's got me that for my birthday back in March, and so I named her Karen Hirschner. But I want to wish everybody a wonderful Wednesday, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Oh. Oh, there we go.